Japanese gardens are revered worldwide for their delicate balance of nature, artistry, and spiritual meaning. At the heart of these spaces lie rock sculptures, carefully placed stones and carved forms that embody timeless simplicity. They are not just decorations, but symbols of harmony, stillness, and sacred presence. In this narration, we'll journey through the design of Japanese gardens from the outdoor landscape to the indoor retreat, discovering how rock sculptures serve as silent storytellers that define the spirit of sacred simplicity. The entrance of a Japanese garden often begins with a subtle threshold, such as a torii gate, bamboo fence, or wooden arch. Positioned near this entry are stone lanterns or upright rocks that immediately set the tone of quiet dignity. Their role is to signal the shift from the busy world outside to the meditative calm within. By using natural stone at this early stage, the garden invites visitors to leave behind distraction and enter a space where every detail encourages mindfulness. Stepping stones, or tobi-ishi, are integral to Japanese garden design. These rocks guide visitors across mossy grounds, gravel beds, or shallow water features. Each stone is intentionally chosen, rough, smooth, flat, or irregular, to slow the pace of walking and foster awareness. As one follows the pathway, the journey itself becomes meditative. Sculpted stepping stones are more than functional. They embody the concept of moving thoughtfully through life, where each step is deliberate and meaningful. Edges of Japanese gardens are often defined by large stones arranged as boundaries. These might form low walls, borders for flower beds, or framing elements around water features. Unlike Western fences, these stone markers blend seamlessly with the environment. Their presence feels timeless, as if they have always belonged to the earth. The quiet simplicity of boundary stones defines the sacred space, ensuring that what is inside feels protected and honored, while remaining open to the surrounding landscape. Stone lanterns, or toro, are among the most recognizable rock sculptures in Japanese gardens. Originally serving a functional purpose to light temple paths, today they symbolize guidance, enlightenment, and sacred presence. Each lantern, whether pedestal, buried, or snow viewing style, becomes a focal point in the garden. Placed near water, trees, or pathways, lanterns glow with symbolic meaning. Their weathered surfaces, covered in moss or lichen, remind visitors of the passage of time and the eternal beauty of nature. Another iconic feature is the stone basin, or tsukubai, traditionally found near tea houses. Visitors bow to cleanse their hands and mouth before entering, symbolizing humility and purity. The carved rock basin is often accompanied by bamboo ladles and trickling water, producing a soothing sound. Beyond functionality, the tsukubai reflects sacred simplicity. It reminds us that cleansing the body and mind is essential before experiencing deeper spiritual practices. This sculpture embodies ritual, respect, and the connection between water, stone, and the human spirit. Japanese gardens rarely feature isolated rocks. Instead, stones are arranged in groups, reflecting natural landscapes such as mountains, riverbanks, or islands. Triadic formations are common, symbolizing balance and unity between heaven, earth, and humanity. These groupings mimic wild nature while carrying profound symbolic meaning. When placed carefully, the arrangement feels effortless, though it is the result of deep thought. Each grouping tells a story, anchoring the garden in both visual harmony and spiritual resonance. Zen gardens, or karasansui, are perhaps the purest expression of sacred simplicity. Rocks are carefully positioned within expanses of raked gravel or sand, symbolizing mountains rising above oceans or islands floating in the void. Here, rock sculptures are the main characters. Their shapes, textures, and placements invite meditation, offering infinite interpretations. Visitors find tranquility in the repetition of lines, the emptiness of space, and the silent presence of stones, demonstrating how less can indeed reveal more. In Japanese design, water features often coexist with rock sculptures. Waterfalls cascade over stone ledges, ponds are framed by boulders, and streams meander around stepping stones. The relationship between rock and water symbolizes permanence and change. The stone remains unmoved while water adapts and flows. Sculptures placed near water amplify this balance, reminding us that harmony comes not from dominance, but from coexistence. The sound of water against stone becomes a melody of timeless simplicity. Stone bridges, or ishibashi, carry both practical and symbolic significance. As pathways across streams or ponds, they connect one world to another, embodying the transition from the ordinary to the sacred. These carved rock structures vary from rough, natural slabs to elegant arched constructions. Their weight anchors the garden, offering stability amid flowing water. Crossing a stone bridge becomes a meditative act, each step an acknowledgement of crossing thresholds within both nature and the self. One of the most poetic aspects of Japanese gardens is the embrace of imperfection. Rocks allowed to weather naturally, covered with moss, represent the philosophy of wabi-sabi, the beauty of impermanence and age. These mossy sculptures soften the garden, blending stone with greenery until they seem inseparable. Far from neglect, this natural transformation is deeply valued. It teaches us that true beauty emerges over time, reminding us to respect patience, aging, and the sacred rhythm of nature. Some gardens incorporate sculpted stone animals, such as turtles, lions, or cranes. These figures hold protective and symbolic roles, often representing longevity, strength, or spiritual guardianship. While subtle compared to ornate statues elsewhere, their presence in Japanese gardens is quiet yet profound. A turtle carved from stone may sit at the edge of a pond, symbolizing stability and endurance. These sculpted guardians remind visitors of deeper mythologies and cultural values, woven seamlessly into the serene landscape. As the journey moves from the outdoor expanse toward the home or tea house, rock sculptures shift in scale and placement. Courtyard stones mark the threshold between open gardens and intimate spaces. Their arrangement encourages a pause, a moment to slow down before entering a private retreat. These stones are smaller, subtler, and often paired with potted plants or gravel beds. They symbolize the narrowing of attention, preparing the visitor for the stillness of the indoor experience. The entry to traditional Japanese homes or tea houses often includes a small stone feature. It may be a lantern, basin, or sculptural rock placed beside the pathway. These elements embody hospitality, offering a sacred welcome. They express that the home, like the garden, is a space of respect and simplicity. By grounding the threshold with stone, the transition feels more than physical. It becomes spiritual, reminding guests that they step not just into a home but into a sanctuary. Japanese design often blurs the boundary between indoors and outdoors. Small indoor gardens feature rocks arranged with gravel, bamboo, or bonsai, serving as miniature landscapes. These indoor rock sculptures carry the same symbolism as their outdoor counterparts but in intimate scale. They allow nature's presence to flow into daily living, ensuring that sacred simplicity is not left outside the door. These arrangements serve as constant reminders that serenity and mindfulness should remain within the home as well. The Tokonoma, or alcove, is a focal point in traditional Japanese rooms. While often displaying scrolls or flower arrangements, it may also feature sculpted stones. A single stone, perhaps smooth and river-worn, becomes an object of contemplation. Placed with care, it reminds the observer of distant landscapes and timeless natural beauty. The simplicity of an alcove stone embodies the Japanese principle of restraint, where less decoration creates more meaning. Its quiet presence deepens the meditative atmosphere indoors. Small indoor rock displays, sometimes in the form of tray gardens, allow for creative expressions of simplicity. These miniature arrangements mirror Zen gardens on a smaller scale, complete with gravel, raked patterns, and upright stones. Placed on low tables, they invite hands-on interaction, where one can rake and rearrange the stones as a meditative practice. These sculptures bring sacred simplicity to everyday living, transforming even a small apartment or modern home into a space of calm reflection. Bonsai trees often share space with sculpted stones indoors. Together, they form living artworks that merge organic growth with timeless solidity. Stones serve as grounding elements, giving the delicate bonsai a sense of permanence. In turn, the bonsai animates the rock with vitality and change. This combination represents balance between stillness and growth, permanence and transformation. Displayed on shelves, alcoves, or low tables, this pairing allows the sacred simplicity of Japanese gardens to flourish indoors with elegance. Modern Japanese-inspired interiors sometimes incorporate indoor water features. Small stone basins, trickling fountains, or sculpted rocks combined with flowing water replicate the outdoor tsukubai. The sound of water against stone brings calmness, masking urban noise and refreshing the atmosphere. Indoors, these rock sculptures remind inhabitants of rituals of purification and mindfulness, translating sacred traditions into contemporary living. They prove that the essence of Japanese gardens is not limited to outdoor landscapes, but adaptable to modern interiors. Some homes integrate sculpted stone benches or stools indoors, merging functionality with symbolic simplicity. Unlike conventional furniture, stone benches carry weight and permanence, encouraging groundedness. Their cool, tactile surfaces remind us of the earth itself. Used in meditation rooms, these benches allow the individual to sit in stillness, supported by stone. Their presence demonstrates how even utilitarian objects can embody sacred simplicity, reinforcing the philosophy that design should nurture both body and spirit. Modern interiors inspired by Japanese gardens sometimes feature niches or corners dedicated to rock sculptures. A single boulder or carved stone placed with minimal decor becomes a silent presence within the room. These niches act as meditative corners, spaces to pause during the busyness of daily life. The power of stone lies not in grandeur but in stillness. By bringing sacred rock sculptures into quiet indoor spaces, the home becomes a continuous extension of the meditative garden. Seasonal displays often involve rotating stones indoors, echoing the cycles of nature. A rough granite stone may be paired with autumn leaves in one season, then with pine branches in winter. This practice ensures that the sacred simplicity of stone remains dynamic, adapting to natural rhythms. Indoors, these sculptures remind residents that time flows and beauty shifts with the seasons. Such mindful changes keep the home aligned with nature's wisdom, reinforcing the harmony between outdoor and indoor spaces. The Japanese tea ceremony emphasizes respect, tranquility, and simplicity. Within tea rooms, stone sculptures may be subtly integrated, whether as a basin outside the entrance or a small rock within the alcove. These stones underscore the ritualistic nature of tea preparation, reminding participants of purification, humility, and sacred presence. The act of sharing tea thus becomes enriched by the silent witness of stone, grounding the ritual in timeless tradition and reinforcing the sacred simplicity of the practice. contemporary design, Japanese rock sculptures inspire minimalist interiors and modern gardens alike. Architects and designers integrate stones as statement pieces in courtyards, living rooms, and meditative gardens. Whether rough and natural or smoothly sculpted, these stones embody the same principles of balance, harmony, and sacred presence. Even in urban apartments, a single stone can transform atmosphere, reminding us of tranquility. The timeless appeal of Japanese rock sculptures lies in their ability to adapt while preserving their spiritual essence. From outdoor landscapes with lanterns and bridges to intimate indoor alcoves and water features, rock sculptures define the spirit of Japanese gardens. They embody sacred simplicity, not through excess, but through restraint and reverence for nature. Each stone tells a story of stillness, balance, and timeless beauty. By carrying these principles indoors, Japanese design ensures that tranquility is not confined to gardens, but woven into daily life. Rock sculptures remain eternal teachers, guiding us toward harmony, mindfulness, and peace.